Did you know that if you want to be successful in an online business, you have to be able to be confident and posture yourself as a professional? And the way that you're going to do that is with a couple different things, but which we're going to dig into on this episode. Grab a pen and paper, my friend. I'll see you there. Yes, it's true. I want you to be wildly successful with an online business. And so the way that I'm going to help you do that is to teach you what I'm just learning. Right now, inside of our business, we have a 30-day boot camp. It is absolutely like pushing the needle on momentum, because what it is it's little tiny steps that we can take each day that's building our confidence and teaching us things and helping us to get into action. So why am I teaching you here? Because I think today's video was so amazing, because here's the thing. If we don't have the right mindset or the right posture, we will not be successful in an online business. If we come at it from a place of, I don't know what I'm doing, or I'm brand new, or, who am I to say that I can help these people? People can pick that stuff up. And if we don't know that we can help them, then they don't know that we can help them. So here's what I learned inside this bootcamp today. So the mindset that we have to adopt as an online business owner. Now, no matter what you have, if you have your own product, if you're, selling someone else's product, if you're whatever, building a team, whatever the case may be, we have to know who we are in this business. Okay, so who are we? We are, and I want you to say this. I want you to say this to yourself. I am a solution provider, right? Because obviously we're in business because we're going to provide some kind of a solution for someone. So I am a solution provider. I am in possession of the answers that they need. I am confident I can serve and help them. I am ready to be direct and guide them through the sales process so that they can have the best from life, right? Like, we have to know that that's who we are. So that's the mindset that we have to adopt in business. And who are they? Who are they? When we're talking to someone, who is that potential client standing in front of us? Well, here's the thing. Most of them are tired and burnt out. Some of them are desperate. Some of them are hopeless, right? Many of them are actively looking for a solution, and they need a little bit of guidance and step-by-step hand-holding and some kind of a process to follow. Because if they didn't, they would have already got their solution to their problem. So we know that we get to be that solution provider for that person. So how do we posture ourselves, right? So when we're working on a mindset and I'm not talking about being cocky, but we don't want to be, when they're our potential client, we don't want to be their friend. Have you ever been put in the friend zone? Where you're in, let's say if you're in DMs or something, if you're in Messenger or Instagram or something, and all of a sudden you start asking them, all the things about their kids or their dog and then pretty soon you're in a different place. You're in a different place with them. You're now what's called the friend zone. Have you ever noticed that? You can tell your friends something really important, like that they should take this advice, and how often do they not take it? It's because we're too close to them. It's because, like, when we think about someone who's professional and someone who's got the solution, sometimes it's hard for us to think that our friend or our family is that person. And so we have to be able to posture our conversations in such a way so that we can show them that we are there for their good. We're not here to, go down every rabbit hole that they want to go down. We have a strict process that we follow, and we're going to be diligent with it. We're going to go through that process in order to help them get where they need to go, right? And that could be either starting to do business with you or not. But either way, you're going to propel them onto the next step if working with you is not the right step, right? So posturing is really, really very important. And we can't posture properly. We can't carry the right posture if we don't have those mindset things kind of figured out. Like if we think that we're the underdog, or that we don't know anything, or that I don't know if I can help them, probably chances are we can't. So we need to move into that place. And you know what I would say? I would say that you get really confident knowing that you can help them when you have a process. When you know what you went through, like before you started your business, before you found this solution, you know what you went through in order to come to this place of now going, oh, I know I did this and I did this and I did this. And so we have to be confident that we know what that process is and that we can articulate that process to other people. So that all comes in this whole thing of posturing. And so when we are thinking about being the solution provider, we want to act professional. Like we want to be professional to this person. So that means that we want to hold command of the conversation. Have you ever heard that, how does that go again? The man who answers the most questions wins, or the man who asks the most questions wins. I forget who said that, but all it means is that when we are in command of the conversation, we are the ones asking the questions. So like in our process, for instance, we have a masterclass that answers all the questions. People go they go listen to the masterclass, they get their questions answered, then we get on a call with them and, we answer the rest of the questions. But before that, before they've watched that masterclass, if they start asking all the questions, how does this work? And what about that? You have to really respect your process and respect both your time and theirs. And so it's not going to do them any good or you to spend hours and hours in the DMs answering every question they might have. It's more important and it's much more beneficial if you put them through a process. Because you know what? People love to be led, right? They want to be shown, how do I do it? What do I do? And so when we're really clear on what it is that we are going to help them do and the steps that we need to do to help them do that, all of a sudden now we can truly be a change agent for that person, right? We can truly make an impact in their life. So we want to hold the command of the conversation, meaning that we're the ones asking the questions. Okay. So very specifically, you can have different scripts that you use to pre-qualify this person to find out if they're actually even someone that can actually work with you, right? Now you want to ask specific questions to qualify them. So you don't want to dance around things. You want to get right to the point. So instead of when someone comes to you and they've expressed interest in what it is that you do, your question to them could be, can you tell me more about why you're looking at an online business? Right? And get them to tell you. And you want to know the exact dollar amount that they need in order to change their life each month. So if they say, I just want to make a lot of money, well, why? Why do you want to make a lot of money? And how much do you want to make? So you want to ask specific questions. I think that's really brilliant because it's really easy to go down the rabbit trail. You kind of dance around the question, you kind of dance around the getting to the point, and then both of you come away with it going, well, I don't know if I really understood or if I really got what I needed from that. You know what I mean? So you want to be the one, like I say, asking the question, not answering the question. And if you have, so let's say you have a masterclass or you have a certain video or you have something that answers the questions, you want to direct them there first. Again, you're commanding the communication. You're leading the conversation, right? You're going to go do this thing, and then after that, we can talk. Because again, you don't want to be, I don't know about you, but I do not want to be spending every second on my business. I want to do the income producing activities that I need to do. And then I want to go live life. I want to go do the other stuff, right? So you want to make sure that you're following your process. Remember, we just talked about that, about knowing what steps come next. So they answer some questions, then they watch a video, then they book a call, and then, right? Then or whatever your process is. That's our process. And you want to stick to that. So you want to stick to, no matter how, down in the weeds they want to go into their story, which is important, but you don't want to get so deep in the weeds with them that now all of a sudden you become a friend and not a professional. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't be friendly. Obviously, there's a way to be friendly without moving past that professional place into that place of, hey, this is my buddy. I can just dump ideas on this person and whatever, right? So you want to respect their time and ours, your own and your prospects' time. So you do that actually by having boundaries and by keeping the conversation moving, keeping the process moving. You actually respect their time a lot. I mean, I don't know about you, but it feels safe to me to have boundaries placed, right, on a relationship or on a circumstance. When things have no boundaries and it feels all chaotic and out of control, to me, that's when I don't like that feeling. I like it feeling like, okay, that was productive, that was efficient. I like that stuff, right? And so assume that most people like that stuff too. And even if they don't like it, it's probably still what they need, you know? Like think about little kids, for instance, right? Like if a little kid is just completely losing it, completely melting down, and you all of a sudden come in as the loving but stern parent that says, hey, okay, this is what we're going to do. Like enough of that, right? You need to do this now. You need to get up off the floor. You need to stop crying. Like whatever the thing is, right? More times than I can count, when I would do that with my kids when they were small, they always appreciated it after. Maybe not in the moment, but afterwards they're like, oh yeah, that felt so good. Like I felt truly loved and cared for because there was some boundaries put in place. And that's exactly how I feel about working with prospects. It's like, if they're the ones that are desperate and in need of a solution, and we have the solution, then we naturally are in a place of being their guide, right? And so we can own that because we truly can help them see the transformation if we follow that process and help them go through that whole thing as well. Okay. The other thing is creating urgency. Do you know how many people don't have urgency to do anything? They don't have urgency to get healthy. They don't have urgency to lose weight. They don't have urgency to get out of debt. They don't have urgency to mend a broken relationship. But you know what? I've learned this from a few different mentors now, is that money loves speed. So the faster we can make decisions, the faster we can get into action, the faster we can break past the doubts and the fears, the faster we're going to make money, the faster we're going to be successful, and the faster we're going to make an impact in the lives of other people. And so we want to create urgency in that person. So rather than, you saying, hey, like, let me know what you think about this when you're done watching that, then it's like that is not creating urgency. That's basically letting them dictate when they get your time. Does that make sense? So they're saying, I'll get back to you when I have time. And you should be saying, no, my time is valuable. I've got a family. I've got like other commitments. I need to set up a time when we're gonna follow up and do this. And so that's when, like for us, for instance, we book a call. Not every sales process does that. Some people just strictly use like videos and online presence and things like that to close people. So either one is fine, but you want to create urgency. So you want to, really show them that your time is valuable, that you will get to them when you have the time, not when they dictate that they get the time. So I hope that makes sense. I feel like I didn't really explain that well, but, knowing that you have a life outside of business, and that you want to be available for your family and your friends, then it gives you that space and that confidence to say, hey, I'm free at this time, bump, 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 or this time, usually give them two options, and I'm free here or here. Which one works better for you? And if it's important to them, they'll choose one of those times, right? Or they'll tell you why they can't, and then you go and try, then you have the next two sets of times. So these are some of the tips that will help you to really start to feel confident and that you are the change agent in your prospect's life, right? You didn't start a business, or you're not thinking about starting a business because you don't think you can help someone. I mean, that just isn't the case. We start business, we become entrepreneurs because we feel like there's a solution to someone's problem and I can offer that solution. So this, if you want to know about this boot camp, like this was day 21 that I just was on today, that I got these amazing tips from. But there's still time. That boot camp will be up beyond the 30-day mark. But you know what else is really cool is that our leaders, now these are 6- and 7-figure earners, top leaders in our company, are planning to do this 30-day boot camp once a quarter. So that means every 4 months, they'll be running a new 30-day boot camp. And so, yeah, it is powerful. Like the stuff that I'm learning in there it's really, truly life-changing, because it's going to, like this, for instance, what we just learned. If you do this with your kids, with your, like whoever, right? If you set yourself up in a confident posture, not cocky, not rude, but you know what I mean? Just that place of like, okay, I know that I can help you with this, especially our kids. All of a sudden it changes the game. It's going to change the game for sure. When we show up confidently because we know we have a solution, it changes things. So let me know, again, if you want to know how to get involved in this company, high ticket business model, and make, anywhere from 10K to 30K months with less sales, because you're making more money in a high ticket space per sale than you do in a low ticket space. If you want to know how that can work for you, and then I've got a website coming. It's not quite there yet, but you can send me an email at melanie@buildingimpactmakers.com and just say masterclass, and I will get that masterclass to you as soon as I can. Okay? All right, my friend, you take care, and God bless. I will see you again next week. How much longer can you afford to wait before taking control of your time and finances? What would life look like with a passive income from an online business that you could build from anywhere? If you had the support and the resources to succeed, what kind of impact could you make for yourself and your family? On this podcast, you will find simple solutions to help you start and grow your own online business that will pay you daily, even when you are enjoying adventures with your loved ones. My mission is to equip you to be wealthy in both time and money, with digital marketing skills, tips to overcome adversity, and steps to living out your purpose. If you are ready to say yes to a more rewarding and fulfilling life where you are making a bigger impact and transforming people's lives, then you're going to love this podcast. Hey, my name is Melanie. I'm a wife, a mother, and a blessed believer. I tried over the years many different side hustles to try and make a passive income and to live this life of freedom that everybody talks about. But what I finally realized is that I needed a step-by-step plan to keep me focused and consistent. I needed to link arms with others who were doing what I wanted to do, and now I'm excited to get to share with you what I'm learning. If you are ready to finally find freedom and own your own online business that helps you to never miss another family fun adventure and to make an impact while sitting on the beach, then this podcast is for you. So strap on your hiking boots and let's climb this mountain together.